Hi everyone, Dana with the OT Guide. Today I'm going to talk about one of my absolute favorite resources for teletherapy. It's called the Handwriting Without Tears Interactive Teaching Tool. And it's an interactive teaching tool that teaches our students their letters and numbers at a developmentally appropriate rate. So if you're unfamiliar with Handwriting Without Tears, I recommend you go check them out right now because they're very cool. But this resource is great because it's interactive and it's meant for teletherapy. It's meant for distance learning. And it's free for 90 days. So I have it. I've made my students and their parents sign up for it. It's an amazing resource. So let me show you what this resource looks like. All right, so welcome to the Handwriting Without Tears Interactive Teaching Tool. So step one, you're gonna wanna pick the workbook that you want to use. So I typically use the letters and numbers for me, this orange workbook here on the left-hand side, but you get access to all of these for 90 days for free. So then in my teletherapy session, I basically have a letter in my head that I want to work on for my student. So let's say the letter I want to work on is uppercase letter F. I click apps right here and I scroll down and I start with the wood pieces and I select the letter F. And obviously at this time I'm screen sharing and I'm going to give control to my student so they can complete the activities.
Let's make the letter F.
Big line, little line, little line. Now it's your turn.
So now my student would take hold of the wood pieces and build the letter F.
You built.
Once they did the wood pieces, I would move on and I'd do the wet, dry, try activity for letter F.
Let's try the letter F. First, watch me write the letter. F starts in the starting corner. Big line down, frog jump, little line across the top, little line across the middle. Now, wet the letter with a sponge.
So again, my student has control and they
Great job.
They are doing the activity.
Perfect. You rock. Now dry the letter with the towel.
Big line down.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Very good. Now try the letter with the chalk.
All right, you get the idea. So once they do that, the last thing I would do are the letter and number formations right here, and I'd click on the same letter we've been working on, F.
Big line down, frog jump, little line across the top, little line across the middle.
So my student would click on draw and they could first trace. Little line, little line. Then they could write the letter F on their own. So pretty cool. So after we did those activities, the letter F activities online, I would then have my students get Play-Doh and make the letter F with Play-Doh at home. And then I would have them practice drawing the letter F on a piece of paper in front of them just so they get down the appropriate stroke sequencing. But what's really cool about this program is the fact that it's very interactive and you can have your students get free accounts as well. And so they can be practicing the letters when they're not in OT. So they can be doing this at home for homework, which is really nice. There's also a workbook section if you want to use the workbook for letter F, and you can search by letter here. So if we're working on uppercase letter F, I'd just go uppercase ABC, and then I'd click on F. Takes me immediately to this workbook. The workbook activities are the same activities that we went over before, so the wood blocks and stuff like that. So I don't really mess with the workbook. I pretty much directly during my OT sessions just go to this apps bar and do the wood pieces, wet, dry, try, letter, and number formations. But anyway, it's a really useful app. It's one of my favorite apps to use during teletherapy. If you want to use it, all you have to do is go to hitt.lwtears.com. It'll prompt you to sign in. That's when you would create an account and you would select a workbook to get started. I always go for this orange one, but it depends on your student's ability level. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye.